Hey everyone, J-Rob Plays here, and today we're going over the TWID Rising. And of course, we always start out talking about the maintenance. Right now, the maintenance is still ongoing as of recording of this video. And they always say it's going to be up around 8 or 9 Central Time, but who knows? I'll check back probably around 9 o'clock. Another cool thing to talk about is the fact that we actually have a new event coming, even though it's not like a crazy event that's going to affect the gameplay. For people that enjoy playing the Shadowshaper event, you're going to have a Shadow Master Invitational event. Now, at first I thought this was a tournament between players. As I was kind of scanning through, it looks like it's just something that you challenge like yourself versus the computer. And so in this case, it's saying that Wuming's hosting a world-class event and you're invited. A total of 7 tournament stages will open up as the event progresses. If you win the current stage, you can challenge the next one, and opponents for each stage will use a fixed deck. So it sounds like, again, we're going to be against AI opponents. Light bearers can choose between 1 or 2 pre-made decks to challenge them. Each stage has a reward for winning the duel, as well as a reward for winning over 30 power. So if you have like a big win as part of that, I think you're going to have cards like Think Tag, for example, that will double your power and things like that. You have to balance your choices around trying to get one character high power and then doubling that. And of course, since we're against AI, they're not going to be constantly destroying your lower level cards like a human player would. The rewards are going to be fruit choice chests, sheaves, and more. And so let's see what they have. And once we obviously get to the end, you're going to have a grand reward of the ghost card back. So you're going to have a new card back for people who are getting a little bit bored of the current card backs that they have access to. They've also added a new Shadowshaper card, Helhest, to the card vendor stock. And with Helhest, of course, since you have the artwork for Helhest, you can change your artwork out on the card. Found that out with the Gwen artwork. The last time that they had a change like this. In addition, they'll be adding Rossi 11 next week. Now, as far as the system improvements, they've added a better tutorial for the weapons perk pool. They removed the exotic quality option from bulk dismantle, so I guess people accidentally dismantled a bunch of their exotics that they had unlocked. Usually they're locked. They added a synthesis recipe for the Furies 3 catalyst, so for people who don't have the Furies 3 catalyst from the prior battle pass, they can actually get that normally. They also added a glow preview to the decal upgrade screen, so you can kind of see what the glow looks like once you finally succeed in upgrading a decal. Again, NetEase should just scrap that whole system. They've also improved the tracking logic for the quest. So in addition to getting the little marker of where your quest is and where you should be going, you should be getting a distance from it too. Hopefully it's a total distance and not one that continually updates like the one we have now where it says like you're 100 meters away and then you get there and it changes to like another 100 meters because you've reached that point. Another interesting change was a change to the Season of Daybreak engrams. They've technically increased the amount of Daybreak engrams you can get per week, and they've also changed the bright dust cost for them. Right now, you're able to get 6 per day, and now they've done 50 a week. Weekly cost intervals are also changed to where the first 10 engrams are 600 bright dust. From there, 11 through 25 is 900, and then it's 1200 for 26 through 50. Not necessarily daily, but at a certain tier throughout the week, which is better for me because I was only ever grabbing just the first one that was 600. And then once it went to 900, I just waited until the next day to get another one. So now I can get 10 at 600 instead of only 7 at 600. So for me personally, it's an upgrade. They added more reputation rewards to the bounty track, and there's still going to be Season of Daybreak engrams. But for anybody who's maxed out that, the overflow XP will still be there and you can go and claim your additional engrams. A really cool change for me is that the first 3 times a pack member takes part in a stronghold in pack hunt, that's going to be the big pack hunt, you no longer consume action points, which is huge because a lot of times we were saving action points and just trying to corral people that had action points. Now you can freely use your action points and then just take out 1 per day, for example, once you're out of action points. So you don't have to worry about that. And if you happen to not get in on the first time, you can try it again the next day. So that's a cool change. I like that change. That's going to be more people available to do these strongholds. And so you'll have a higher chance of getting 6 people available for that since they don't need action points the first time around. Now, apparently there was an issue in which repeatedly fired arrows could be abnormal when in a high latency environment. I don't know if that was a glitch for more damage or not. I never experienced it personally. Fix an issue in which Yoder's retribution stacks would be incorrectly consumed by certain weapons, which is good because you don't want to waste those. They fixed an issue with Benediction Day, which who cares, right? It's already over, and anybody that bought the cosmetic already had the cosmetic. I don't think anybody else is really worried about that. And then they improved the clarity of the United Axion artifact description. We'll see if it actually does what it says it does. That's the very last change that we have to look forward to today on the maintenance for the 16th. If you have any additional questions or concerns, you can also drop that down in the comments. And if you happen to find anything extra, like any new bug that's been introduced with this changes or any additional glitches or exploits people are up to, you can definitely drop those in the comments. I'll check it out and report on what I find. That way people can stay up to date and everybody can take advantage of what's out there for them. See you in the next one.